What would happen if, in a single moment, every human on Earth vanished? No war, no apocalypse, just silence. What would the world look like? 24 hours later, 1 week, 100 years into the future. Let's imagine Earth without us, moment by moment, and see how long our legacy would survive. In the first few minutes, chaos would follow. Cars on highways would crash. Planes would fall from the sky without pilots. Power stations would keep running for a short time until automated systems failed. Within a few hours, lights in cities would begin to go out. Subways would flood as no one would manage the pumps. Homes would fall dark. The world would suddenly feel quiet. By the end of day one, domesticated animals would begin to panic. Pets locked inside homes would grow restless. Farm animals would wander or remain trapped. In the wild, predators would start hunting freely again. With no human activity, noise pollution would vanish. For the first time in centuries, Earth would breathe silence. Without anyone to monitor nuclear plants, some systems would overheat or fail. In cities, backup power would shut down. Refrigerated food would spoil. Streets would fill with the smell of decay and silence. Plants would start reclaiming cracks in the pavement. Wildlife would cautiously explore urban areas. Nature would take its first step forward. After a month, nature would move faster. Vines would grow over buildings. Trees would rise from sidewalks. Without air conditioning or heating, extreme weather would damage homes and offices. By 1 year, rooftops would collapse. Wild animals would replace pets. Forests would begin to invade suburbs. Cities would feel less like monuments and more like ruins. Satellites would fall from orbit. Skyscrapers would rust. Roads would crack. But the sky would be blue again. In 10 years, entire neighborhoods would vanish under vegetation. Concrete would break down. Iron would rot. Lakes and rivers would return to natural flows. Some buildings, made of stone or reinforced concrete, would remain longer. But most human structures would crumble under wind, water, and time. Without maintenance, bridges would collapse. Dams would fail. Entire landscapes would shift. After a century, most evidence of modern civilization would be gone. No cities, no lights, no sound of engines. The only signs that humans once existed would be stone monuments, underground bunkers, and pieces of space junk still orbiting the planet. Nature wouldn't just take over, it would forget us. In 10,000 years, nature would fully reclaim the Earth. Forests, deserts, and oceans would return to balance. New species would evolve. Ecosystems would thrive. Almost nothing would remain of us, perhaps only some fossilized plastics or radioactive signatures buried deep underground. And yet the Earth would be alive, maybe even healthier, without us. We often think of ourselves as the masters of this planet, but in the grand scale of time, we are just a blink. If we disappeared, nature would not only survive, it would recover, faster than we might imagine. So the real question is not, what happens if we vanish? But rather, what will we leave behind while we're still here?